So welcome everybody to another episode of Change Happens with Stacy. And you know what I've been getting a lot of requests for? Another teacher vlog. So, of course, here I am. It is the last official weekday of spring break. It's Friday. And here I am. I am the only car here. So you see over here next door, that's my daughter's middle school, and you can see like it's adjoined. Here is my lovely portable. It's number 37, the PE field. So yes, lucky me, all day long. The kids and I, we get to hear all the shenanigans that are happening at PE. Most of the time it's not too bad, but every once in a while it can be a real bummer, especially if a ball comes slamming into the portable, which happens, but that's usually the recess kiddos. But anyway, I'm gonna go in. I have a few things that I absolutely need to get ready and feel much more prepared for when the kiddos come back. When they come back to school Tuesday, the school year is going to just spiral out of control. It really does go fast after spring break. All you other teachers out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So when we come back from Christmas break, the kids are usually starting to feel kind of antsy. And at our school, we definitely noticed a ramping up in bad choices, and just, you know, toes going across the line a bit more. So before spring break, our administration got each grade level together and talked to the kids about expectations. But now, here we are, we're coming back from spring break, and historically, all we teachers know that the kids, they're kind of shutting down. They know it's coming to an end. They know that their formal testing is getting close, and they definitely feel done once that formal testing is over. So I'm here to pick up a few things, and I kind of want to restructure my blocks. I have two 2-hour blocks a day, and I kind of want to restructure those a little bit to not only get as much bang for my buck as I possibly can, but also increase the kids' interest level and decrease their off-task behavior. So I'm here today, got a couple things to clean up. I usually have my board completely erased and ready to go, but of course we had a field trip on Friday before the break. So that had an impact on some of the things that I got done. And I have 2 weeks left of tutoring. That's going to be so nice. It's been really great to do the tutoring. It's helped the kiddos that my friend and I, she has also been tutoring another one of the 5th grade teachers, and we know that it's really helped the kids. But they're exhausted. We're exhausted. I am ready for tutoring to be over. So let's see. Okay, I need all of this over here. Now, one thing that I really dislike is a dirty board. So I am going to clean that. I have some nice Expo wipes, and I'm gonna clean that up. And then I did have my students help before we went on the break. We pulled quite a few things out of the kids' workbooks. That way they're not keeping the whole workbook in their desk, and we're gonna use just the things that we need. I have some social studies readers ready to go. They're all pulled out, they're organized, they're ready to go. But I'm gonna go through these things, pick out a few that I wanna take home, and I'm gonna work on those lesson plans from home. Only gonna spend a little bit of time here. I'd rather, you know, work from the comfort of my home, on my couch, in front of my TV. I've been watching, there's a new, I don't know if you're Survivor fans, but I am, and I didn't realize that a new season had just started, so I've been watching that. And a few other fun little things, enjoying the break. Well, without further ado, I'm going to buzz around here. I'm going to get to cleaning on that board and gathering up some stuff. Okay, so I've gathered up, I need these 2 teaching manuals. And then I've gathered up this basket. I've got some extra books. I have my standards. I have my social studies standards, and I have some extra things. I'm just going to take all this home and work on it from home. But one of the things that I'm really thinking about for meeting my kids' needs is, like I said, scheduling that 2-hour block of time a little bit differently. So for a little while every morning, I do have a co-teacher in here helping me with 5 students. So I'm going to have that group of 5. And I always like to keep them close to the small group table so that anytime they need help, they just come over. Then I'm going to have 3 groups of 6. I don't always like to have 6 kids grouped together because it can get chatty, but I'm trying to really think outside of my box. So I'm a very concrete, sequential, very linear thinker. Having multiple things going on at one time isn't always something that I prefer, but this isn't about me. This is about my kids and what my kids need. So I am going to make a few changes to the room. Some things have kind of gotten a little messy. The computer cart, as you can see, did not get very tidied. Half the computers are not even plugged in. Some garbage on the floor. This little construction area and their paperwork is a mess. This, where I had them a little art section, this has now become a mess. And that just does not work for me. So I'm going to do a little bit of rearranging in here to make that a little better. And I'm going to change up the desks a little bit. So that's what's going on. You're coming with. Loose papers are a no-no, especially things that are graded and we're supposed to go home. So loose papers are a no-no. They have folders. We just recently did a clean out. So this stuff, especially that grading period is over. We're done with it. I'm tossing. So, the struggle I always have, and I'm sure a lot of you out there have the same struggle. I have several kids in my room with some super big personalities, and their super big personalities sometimes lead to some mischief. So, I have to always take that into consideration Some kids are a little bit more trustworthy than others. Let's face it, that's just the way it is. And you know, you can put them far away from you. Like I have a couple spots. However, even though I have some of these really big personalities, I am forcing myself to think differently, think outside the box. I'm going to group the kids, as I said, the desks are arranged that way, but I'm going to have 3 groups of 6, 1 group of 5, and they're going to be traveling to centers with their group. So they may come in the morning and have an assigned seat where they store their belongings. But that won't necessarily be the same group of people that they travel with. I'm going to really look at data and determine how I'm going to group the kids based on that data so that they're getting what they need. It's going to be a lot of work over the next few days, but it's going to be worth it in the long run because I know, one, the kids are going to show gains and grow these last 9 weeks of school and be that much more prepared for 6th grade. 2, they're going to be more interested in what's going on in the classroom, getting them engaged in their learning, awesome. And in doing that, the third thing, I'm going to cut down on behavior issues. So I'm really excited. I've been ruminating on this for these first few days of spring break, and I think I have a decent plan of attack. I may make a couple phone calls to some teacher friends that I think are just awesome and get some of their feedback, get some tips from them. But here it is. Here's what the room looks like now. That guy over there, I inherited this classroom. I had retired, gave away all my stuff. I inherited this classroom, and this is the stuff that was in it. This being one of them. I have tried to like it, tried to use it, but bottom line, I don't like it. I'm not keeping it. I'm giving that away. I've got the desk set up. So I said, I think I'm going to hit the dollar store later and maybe get some trays or something that I can use for the kids to put their graded papers, and not their graded papers, but the papers they're turning in to be graded, their homework. I'll have notebook paper over here for them. That's going to be much better. This group over here, whatever center I design this to be, I'll be able to use the bulletin board and have directions right there. That's going to be awesome. So I'll move my AR reward board. Same thing over here with this group. I'll be able to have directions right here for whatever the task is that they're going to do. And this, see, this will be able to be more of a teacher-led group. This also teacher-led, able to pull over to my small group real easy. I'm super excited about this. It's going to really work. And I'll let you see some of the finished product once it's ready to go. Go in love and peace.